Welcome back to beautiful Munising, Michigan. We're in the UP, the Upper Peninsula again for another amazing boat tour. We're so excited. You know, we were talking earlier, I don't think without us being RVers, we would have ever come up here to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, but I'm so glad that we did. Oh my goodness, what an amazing place. So today we're gonna take you along as we take a cruise on the Pictured Rock boat tour. It takes us along the lakeshore of the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. So part of the National Park Service leaves right here from Munising, Michigan, and yeah, we're really excited. Let's go see what it's all about. Hey y'all, I'm Stacie.
I'm Tom, and we're RV America, y'all.
As full-time RVers since 2018, we've traveled a lot and met a ton of awesome folks. But we're not done winging it yet, y'all. Join us as we check off our bucket list, experience destinations we've always dreamed of, and discover amazing places you may have never heard of.
Every day is a new adventure, and we're bringing you along for the fun. The next episode of our story begins now.
Hey, we're taking the Pictured Rocks cruise. Got here, stood in line for about 45 minutes to make sure we got a front row seat on the second deck. This is going to be awesome.
Small little waterfall here is Bridalveil Falls, another one that only runs heavy in the spring. Again, because of the heavy rains, got a little life to it. Never seen it run this late in the month. Another testament to the heavy rains. Two little springs that are at the top of the Painted Cove. Been coming by here for 30 years, never noticed them before. If you look at them real close, water's not coming off the top of the cliff up there, it's coming right through the face of it. It's like two little springs. Been running all summer. Saturated cliff behind is pushing the water. Does that all through the porous Munising sandstone. Pushes out the minerals, they change colors and streak down the face of the cliff. Little caves here, the caves of all colors. Imagine waves 20 feet high come crashing in here in the late fall, pressurizing these little caves, shoot out like cannons. Water will spray way up in the air, throw it up on top of the cliff. So it appear to be shrubs up on top of the cliff. Just stunted trees, stunted by the weight of the ice in the winter. Could be 2 to 3 feet of ice up there easily in the middle of the winter. Look in that corner right there. You see how the caves to the left don't line up anymore with the caves down at the right? Little fault line right there in the corner where the earth shifts. Lovely archway that's coming into view is what we call Lover's Leap. I wouldn't jump off of that no matter how much I was in love. Water depth below the arch is 2 feet. Oh, you might be able to see the ledge underneath the archway catching the sun as we round the bend. Large cave, it's Rainbow Cave. You see what appears to be rain dripping through the ceiling. Does that all winter long. A combination of those minerals in the upper right corner, water dripping through them, create large and beautiful icicles in the middle of the winter inside of Rainbow Cave. About a week ago, a man came up to me, told me he thought he saw Dwayne Johnson. I don't know, I spent a lot of time out here. I had no idea what he was talking about. When I look over there, all I see is the rock. Large rock we're approaching is Indian Head Rock. You can see why the Native Americans, when canoeing along here, were quite frightened. Yet humanity used to call the Great Spirit. The guy, I see him looking at the left side of a giant three-dimensional skull. Chin's at the water level, striped ear, back side of the face of the cliff. Just left of that, elliptical-shaped left eye etched horizontally, staring right at you in the center of the face of the cliff. The rough rocks at the top are his headdress. They flow back in the trees. Indian Head stands at about 190 feet high. Water is supplied by Spray Creek. Runs like that through the winter, forms an ice column. Water runs right down through the center. But despite its beauty, it's also the location of one of the worst maritime disasters on Lake Superior.
Wow, that Pictured Rocks boat tour was incredible. Strongly recommend that. Wow, and like Stacie said before, we never, ever would have done this. We would have never thought about this. This would have never been on our radar if we weren't RVers, and if we weren't full-time RVers, probably, because, I mean, this is a long way up here, but well worth it. I mean, if you get a long period of time that you're out in your RV or you're full-timing, strongly recommend to get up here and see Lake Superior. Go on some of these boat tours. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope we were able to capture it some way that you can get excited and maybe get up here one day. Until next time, y'all, safe travels and happy camping. Bye.